Hey, Snoops, how's it going? There we go. Eh. Hey, Karan. Oh, you mean like the new offers? I'll take a look at them real quick. I don't think I'm gonna get them just because I don't plan on spending right now, but it definitely looked like a lot. Stop waiting out my furies. You're supposed to be taunted. Thank you. Hey, easy. Yeah, I made sure to watch Vega's video before I started my stream. I've got that linked in the description for anyone curious. Looks really interesting. That's basically exactly what I was hoping for. Very curious what the reward structure is going to look like and if there are going to be any limits on participation. Okay, so let me take a look at the offers. I did hear about this. All right, those are gone. Oh, I don't have them up yet. All right, 1 second. Let me go ahead and restart the game. Hey, Aaron. Yeah, I agree. I'm really looking forward to that. And I mean, incursions are fun, but they tend to be slower, and so it's hard to just pick one up. They're harder to coordinate. I feel like that battlegrounds, it's gonna be so easy to stream that because you can just like take challenges from people in the audience, and you could probably get through like 10 of them in a stream. It sounds really fun. Okay, let's take a look at this. It does not say expires. Um, oh, you get two champions out of them? That's kind of interesting. It also doesn't talk about the potions. I think those are just potions. Um, but as for the calves, let's see if it's effectively two calves with your normal drop rates. Yeah, it's a 3% chance on both. Then that's kind of like attaching, if you consider the normal rate, that's like a almost like attaching $20 to this or to this $5 offer, plus some potions and revives that you may or may not care about. But crucially, these, because they're different, are not going to expire. Yeah, like see, they have different, much larger inventory limits. So because they aren't saying that they're going to expire, that's actually fairly tempting. Because then if we consider this, then that's like revives and health potions that we don't really need right now, but should still be there when 7.4 drops. See, Snoops, that I'll get back to that. There's a there's another offer for gem or for awakening gem. I'll have to look at that. Yeah, I'll check that out, but I'm just considering this because if this is actually more like 10 calves, then that's what you normally get for spending 3,000 units. So like this alone kind of doubles the value of this, plus a nexus, plus, 2/3 of a feature pull, plus revives that I don't really count much. That's not like an auto spend, but if you are going to pick up units at any time, then that is absolutely amazing. Oh, and this is why you would pick up units, huh? Okay. Is this in place of spring cleaning? Okay, that doesn't matter. Well, I don't see any way I don't get this. It's only 1,000 units for 10,000 6-star shards. I've been saying how much I want shards. Romance Awakening Gem. Oh, okay. Can only be used on one of them. But let's remind ourselves of who is in that. So, Tigra, Angela, Black Panther potentially, Archangel is a big one. She-Hulk for some, Hercules, Kitty, Cersei, and Icarus. Okay, that's big. This is really interesting. Let me look at two real quick, Slay. Oh, class catalyst select for you can get 5 of them? Oh, that's so frustrating in a good way. But yeah, I think at least a couple of 2 and 7, I agree. If you have the units, it's almost impossible to ignore. When's the Venom Pool guide going up? So, Aaron, I actually have it ready, but I saw the battleground stuff going up, and while I am sorry to you, I'm gonna wait a little bit for that to die down. Okay, so this isn't actually a generic. It's kind of like a class gem, but it's a class gem that covers a few of the best champions in the game. And then because of this, you basically automatically add a full dupe to them. And if you buy this, so if you spend another $100, then you can automatically take them to rank 3. So if I were going to dump a bunch of money, what I would do is I would go and I would buy my like 3 Odins and hope to pull somebody interesting, but I actually don't even need that because I have Hercules and Cersei that could benefit from this stuff, but they're already rank 3. But like if I pulled Kitty, then this stuff I could take her all the way up. Bundle 4, I think I would flat out skip. And for the record, bundles 5 and 6, I would only buy if you have one of these champions. But if you just pulled like a Human Torch, a Kitty, a Cersei if you like her, Hercules, an Archangel, then if you have the units, these two are absolutely worth awakening them and taking them to rank 3. Yeah, I don't think I would recommend anybody get bundle 4 pretty much in any circumstance, unless you just literally have that many units and have nothing else to do with them. Bundle 2 is awfully good. I just have to figure out how much of it I'm getting. Bundle 1 again feels like an overflow. So 7 is automatic. I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. I think science is actually the one that I want the most of right now. Yeah, so I consider 7 automatic. I'm gonna do some planning um, for opening others. Let's see, I believe I need mutant right now. Yeah, because I just took up cable. I'll figure. Yeah, I'm gonna do some planning before I get bundle 2, but I'm definitely gonna get some of it. The question is, am I going to bother with any of these? If you truly think Nexuses are garbage and just treat them as basics, which often they are, because remember, it's still out of the huge pool with like 200 champions in it, then it's actually better to pick up 2 Black Panthers because you get 15,000. You get a full feature instead of 2/3 of one, and you get 8 of these calves, so potentially 16 champions instead of 5 and 10. Get more revives as well. I'll be thinking about that. This is very, very interesting. Makes me wish I grinded more. You and me both, Bean. Oh, wait, this applies to alts? Oh no, it's Throne Breaker. Okay, so I can't get bundle 7 on my alt. I'm gonna check that out. Ooh, somebody in my battle group just awakened Hyperion. Right, Campo? What the? I already bought bundle 7. I consider it pretty much automatic. Like, if you don't have 1,000 units, you have 4 days, grind 1,000 units. Like, unless you have absolutely no time, yeah. If you have any time to be in game over this weekend, get yourself an arena, like, finish out some Masters EQ on auto fight or something. Find yourself the units and buy bundle 7 if you were a throne breaker. That is my strong, strong advice right now. So let's see, what are the uncollected offers? Because that's what I have access to on this account. Oh, they're called Grandmaster bundles. So if I had the units, because the bundle 7 is more expensive for uncollected, I could get a 5-star Nexus Crystal and 2,500 6-star shards. Okay, I'm not buying that. Ugh, uncollected only gets tier 3 class catalyst selectors. That's so rude. Oh, I can get some there. I may do that to take Purgatory up. It's so frustrating. It's 1,000 units. All right, I'll look at that later. Um, yeah, this is quite good. Winter cleaning. No kidding. This event is kind of weird if you think about it, because I know an awful lot of us have to clear, or at least, depending on how you look at it, have to clear, hide,
or otherwise justify spending decisions with significant others. Happy Valentine's, babe, or Happy Valentine's Day, babe. I just spent $200 awakening my cat girl. uh, let's anyway. Kokaran says I have Tigra and Human Torch. That is persuasive, man. Kind of don't see myself using any of them right now. Storm will give me some prestige boost. She's rank 3 already. I wouldn't awaken Storm. I mean, her prestige might be better than what you have right now, Dex, but it's still not that high overall in mutants. Yeah, easy. That feels like an easy call. That, no pun intended. Don't know what to do. I have like 3K units. I hear you, Campo, because I just, like I said, I consider 7 an um absolute given. And then the next best thing is probably picking up like a couple of 2. Yeah, probably something like that. And then maybe you could close out with this. Ugh. This is tempting as all heck. But I'm now up to 2. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that right now. Still going to save for season close. Of course, then the argument is, but what if I pulled a kitty and then that would affect. Ah! I'm gonna walk away from the screen for a minute and finish doing this, but I predict some arena streams. Man, I have a concert all day tomorrow. Okay, well, probably see me on Sunday. A nice gift to the better half for Awakened Tigra, right, Easy? Which good champs do romance gems apply to? We looked at the list earlier. I'm probably forgetting some, but Tigra, Archangel, Hercules, and Kitty are, I think, the top 4. You could go Torch, but I don't think he needs his Awakening gem, or his Awakening, nearly as much as the others. And he's also permabanned in War. Hey, Mad Hats. Hawkeye's not the worst shout, Sim. I hadn't considered him because I already have him awakened, and I would I consider like Cersei and Icarus higher pulls on that, but right, Campo? I forgot, yeah, because you have a rank 3 kitty but unawakened. It would give you a lot of freedom. If you keep opening features, Campo, do you have anyone else that the gem could go to? Or would you just be holding on to it for like you don't have a duped Hercules, right? So even if you pulled Kitty later on, then you would have a gem sitting around for like Hercules? Because you did finally dupe your Tigra, right? I don't blame you, Mina. Yeah, I mean there's a very good argument that I should pick up 5 just to hold on to because I have an unawakened Cersei at rank 3, an unawakened Hercules at rank 3, and if I pull Kitty or Archangel, they would both be auto awakened. I don't blame you, Mina. 10k units is a lot, but this is a pretty solid reason to do it. Gonna wait for 7.4. Yeah, and that's another reason that I'm. Oh right, this one's Hard Knock Life. I should have swapped out my team or something. Are we gonna do this whole lane with Wasp? But that's one of the reasons that I was asking Campo about alternate targets for the gem. Man, why couldn't that have crit with 2 fragilities up? Oh well. Because... Oh, let's not send her red. Because there are enough good champions and enough new champions that you probably don't have them already awakened, that holding on to that gem until 7.4 comes out is not at all crazy. Because I don't see anything about expiration dates. Ouch. Jerk. You got Kitty? Yeah. That would be the challenge, wouldn't it? No, I am not parrying. I'm telling you, Dex does not feel better. Tiger is duped already. Kitty and Cersei are unduped. Turk is also unduped. Have one generic gem. Yeah, Campo. I think if I were you, I would buy bundle 5 and I would just kind of sit on it. I kind of want to pretend it doesn't exist, but I could rank 3 Icarus. That's so difficult, Pete. Excuse me, I was just making fun of somebody in my battle group who has had an unawakened rank 3 Archangel for like 6 months and just asked if that was worth it. Awakening Herc is big. Time to contact Raid Shadow Legends. Are you saying for me? Yeah, I built my channel around the deep tactical gameplay of Marvel Contest of Champions. But you know what I really like? I have to buy the Awakening Gem for Hercules. I mean, if you got the 3,000 units, I definitely would. If you have to spend to get it, I would think about it. The tough one. Next problem is spring cleaning is likely still a thing. I don't know, like, how often are they gonna do this? Ouch, that was on me. Like, I knew he was gonna freaking toss it.
hate that stutter stepping little word I'm not gonna say on stream.
Oh, but on the subject of She-Hulk, honestly, Snoops, just stop worrying about the Furies. Like, it matters in that Miles fight, but that's because that Miles fight wasn't actually, like, a good matchup for her. Almost anywhere that you use She-Hulk, really, either the Furies are not going to be as important as the control that her slow, her exhaustion, her petrify, her purify against science champions. The Furies are not going to be as important as any of those factors, or you're going to be using her against a large or extra large champion where the Furies last longer and you actually can keep them up. Like, keep in mind that whenever MSD is soloing Abyss thing with a 2-star She-Hulk or whatever, like, that's an XL champion. That's where she is at her absolute best. So don't try and apply that to small champions where she's at her worst. And really just do not worry about stacking Furies with her, because when it happens, it happens. With Hercules being awakened and taking my Namor up to rank 3 today, my prestige is about to jump. Nice, Aaron. Congrats on that. I think a weekend lemonade stand can sort me out. It's a good question, Bean. Rescheduled my business meeting. These offers require some attention. Took 5 fights in Ward's Day with Magic. She's still amazing. That is cool. I don't ascend her as much because like when I need the absolute power lock, I do worry about the small chance that she can still fail. Like, I mean, you can send Purgatory if you can manage it. But then where I don't need the absolute power lock, I find there are often rank 3s I can send. But she's really good. Hey BT, I went ahead and purchased Thronebreaker Bundle 7, the one with the 10,000 6-star shards, because that was an automatic. I'm thinking about what else I'm going to do. My BG mate who asked if it was worth awakening Archangel. My answer was just yes in all caps, and he said you don't have to yell. That was on me. She step back special me. Rude. Love those power stings. Thought she was gonna throw it. And it felt like it lagged slightly. Right there, honestly. Finally duped 6-star Captain Marvel. She's still relevant. She's relevant. She's not at the top, but she is relevant, especially if you have a Nick. We send one of her out like every other war, I'd say. And if you like her, you can definitely find places to use her. Because obviously war isn't the only thing in the game. Awakening on Professor X, new Silver Centurion, and got Kitty from a featured... Wait, what the... Thought that heavy was fast enough. Guess not. What I get for reading. We'll buy a gem and call it a day. That's awesome, Mina. What's on that? What a day. Long shot on Power Snack. Professor X on Foot Blues. Storm and Bishop. Nice. Those are impressive magic fights, man. Congrats. I can see the Professor X especially going poorly. And the bishop one has hard knock life. You have to stay on top of that. Very nice. Already have Angela, Corvus, Nova, CGR, and Hype at rank 3. Well, do you have a Nick? Because honestly, I think that's a more important question. Because Nick takes Captain Marvel from solid limited use nuke to full lane clear. I don't think I'm pausing that much. That's the second time the going for the heavy has failed in the middle of a... That did not look like a pause. No, we did not pull out the win, BT. I haven't watched it yet, Campo. I've been sad. BG3 did get a 164, which I'm obviously incredibly happy about. But we had several people who are normally reliable, rather bad days. Ouch. There we go. Yeah, no, I know the theory, Aaron, but the whole like, yeah, I just didn't parry against Bishop and I just kept an eye on the falter counter, like people would mess that up. So I'm just giving credit where credit is due, man. Yeah, if you use Nick everywhere, take her up. They go together really, really well. Oh, congrats, BT. That sounds like a great war. Sorry to hear that, Bean. Okay, so it's not just me being slow, true potential, because I really do not enjoy getting smacked in the face when I shouldn't. Maybe it has to do with the them fixing other input things that like if certain windows moved, then it's just tighter for it to count as chaining into it. But that's hope they fix that soon. That's like her whole deal. Hey Jelly, how's it going? Yeah, I'm having a pretty good day. How about you, man? Nope, that's on me. Okay, line up some bleeds, throw this, get the fury, hit him a few more times, double the bleeds, see what happens. Not bad. They do have some T4CC offers, Mina. I would like to direct you to Thronebreaker Bundle 2. Only 500 units per 3 T4CC. Yeah, see, there we go. ISO played well. Apparently, they've been struggling a bit this season and turned it around a bit, and we had been turning around a bit and struggled. So, it happens. Getting the day started, about to take my pups on their first walk. Nice, man. Yeah, I'll check that out soon. And hi, Saitama. Welcome to the stream. Which one is this again? Oh, the mutant one. And who's the boss before I quit out? Oh, right. Who did I use for this? Silver Centurion. Okay, that was kind of slow. We'll try Yellow Jacket. I heard that was fun. Where's Yellow Jacket? There he is. That would almost be a fight She-Hulk could take, but she would crit way too much. Yeah, maybe an awakened Silver Centurion, but that's okay. Bring him on in, him, and him. I was joking, but now I want to buy that. God, I really hate performance anxiety as a node. Kind of weird that there were no rank 4 materials at all. I think that's good though. They've been trickling those out enough to bait us. And I think they also know that quite a few people at the end game, having now spent a ton to get to their rank 4s, are feeling like they need to catch up and rank 2 or rank 3 some champions that have been sitting in the pipeline. I know that's true for me and several people in my alliance, so I think this was actually extremely intelligently targeted to get us to spend. I'm gonna think about whether it's gonna get me. I don't. I think there's a very good chance that I'm gonna spend at least 50 bucks, honestly. Because that would put me over 3,000 and let me bank the Awakening Gem for later. Stop hitting their blocks, it's biohazard. Ugh, I do that too much. Yeah, but I think that would be a pretty good investment. Especially if I get anything out of the Cavs, but I never assume that. Yeah, Mina. It would make the whole thing. I don't know if you were here earlier when we were talking about, apologizing to your significant other because you spent a ton of money on MCOC on Valentine's Day. It would make that particular tension a little worse if they threw rank formats in here for the first time on Valentine's Day. All right. Yeah, they are quite good snoops. I need to be careful with these wake up intercepts to not do that. Stop hitting their block. Okay, I didn't need to make sure that I was at max prowess for that. Yeah, I think that makes sense, Campo. And like your best case scenario is that it, knock on wood, I don't want to jinx it, but like there is a possibility that when you open season rewards, you could awaken Kitty and then use the special romance gem on Hercules and then just have a generic sitting around, which would be amazing. Yeah, exactly, Mina. No, you don't understand, babe. If I if I can get my second rank 4 up, then I can get into a better alliance. You didn't really want to go to the steakhouse anyway. Not not a good idea. Yeah, Stoops. I mean, the Furies help him a ton, but Horseman House of X is one of my favorites. Did you see the incursions run I did with Blaze, Snoops? I forget if you were in chat for that one. That one only had 3 Furies up, casual 70k crit. The funny thing is that even with glancing, yep. I was like, this is still gonna kill him. Honey, do you mind if we switch from a limo to a minivan for the vacation? None of this is a recommendation, ladies and gentlemen. Null is on the romance list? Are you serious? Why? Yeah, that makes sense, Noobs. Well, I did leave it listed if you want to check it out, but Horseman House of X was my primary attacker. I kept him all the way until our last room. Had some people make fun of me for it a little bit. Oh. You know what? He's bleed immune, but he's not metal, so this won't be ideal. But let's see. Yeah. If that second one had crit, that would have been over. Okay, good. That's what I was hoping for. Open the battle chips at 3600. Yeah, that's not too bad. You could even pick up some tier 4 class catalysts if you needed them. Venom is on the list too. Is that like a joke about the Tom Hardy movies? Will you be able to sit on it though? I don't know, man. Gotta make that call about your own self-control. I just fully expect that Scroll is going to go unblockable over the course of this particular fight, and I am at peace with that.
But I'm gonna keep baiting these special ones, just in case I can avoid it. Not bad. Nope. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ah, he didn't do it. Throw. And dead.
Hell yeah, work. Congrats, man. Was that from one of the Nexuses? Exactly, Snoops. That's the... That is probably the joke. Oh, just the two of us? Yeah, I could see that as a symbiote thing. Like, it makes sense for Venom, but Null, that just kind of feels like, why don't we put Null in the crystal to try and make people buy it more? Oh, okay, so Snoops was right. Also, congrats. So I'm assuming that that means you bought the gem as well for him. I was kind of surprised to not see Mojo. He's usually in this stuff. $78K crit with no Furies. Nope. That was... Almost had to rely on the Horseman Unstoppable there for a minute. Goodbye. Very cool work. Congrats, man. Happy for you. Did that block special only do 47 damage? I probably still had the Professor X shield up. True potential. Bromance crystals. Alright. See how this goes. 2-3 gem might be the only thing you get. Don't blame you. Hate that stupid unstoppable. I should have taken the opportunity to counter his special right there. I tried to dex that. I tried to dex that too. Timing may be better, but it is not perfect yet. Wish I could have been on the subcommittee that got to pick all the trash champs that got the just the two of us designation. Wait, is Wasp not in it? I don't remember crossing out Ant-Man in my mind as being worth it. I hate Counter-Strike. Okay, there we go. I love that the permanent power sting from the special 3 is still up. Do those stack? I feel like I should know that. I have a SIG 200 yellow jacket. No, they do not. Oops, that's on me. Huh. You're really gonna wait them out? Rude. I'm here. There we go. Why does Hurt get to be in the romance pool, though? I think that, yeah. It's what Dot said. Hey, Dot. Welcome. It's... I think they very much picked this pool out of the larger romance pool that they could have gone with to sell crystals. There are an awful lot of new champions in there. Because, like, Cersei and Icarus don't really have a romance synergy. They have, like, one of the alternate ones. Got Cersei from the featured as well. Still no Nimrod or Null Voodoo. Still a good day. Bet the people that spent 300 units for an early access are feeling a bit stupid. I actually did buy that CavEQ. And let's take a look at my units. Yeah, I would love 300 units back right now. That 5-star Ronin dupe was not where it was at. I should stop fighting Misty with Kitty Pride so I actually learn how to fight her. Who did I use for her? Killmonger, maybe? I definitely think you want an evade counter for her if you're not going to do something cheesy. Grind for a 4-star Misty instead. Yeah, why did I use the energy refill? I was going to go into the arena. Okay, when this one's done, we'll hop over there. It was a confusing decision on my part. I'm not going to get the Awakening Gem, just bought the 2 4cc selectors, so I finally have a rank 2 Shang-Chi. Respect. Sense. Right, Snoops? So mysterious. That makes sense, Bean. I feel like it's probably very easy to fall out of practice with Kitty based on my experience with Tigra. That squirrel girl. I don't know. Maybe she gets buffed. I used Killmonger. Thanks, Snoops. Let's check the replay. Aha! That's the first time I remember heavy countering after a parry. It's kind of nice that that works that way. Namor and Invisible Women are in the pool, but not Reed. All right, Kabam. See what you're doing. Trying to break up my boy and his girl. This isn't the 80s. They pay attention to each other now. They're happily married. Back off. Joffrey finally got Miguel. That's awesome. You know how there are certain people who are like so happy about champions that you're like, surely they have them? I have almost assigned Joffrey Spider-Man 2099 like 4 times. So it'll be nice to finally have that option. Also got Sparky from the 1K units. Nice. Oh, you're not his biggest fan? Well, I guess the Blade synergy. Oh, he chose him over Omega Red. Remember, Top Right also does not have recoil unlocked. Pantsers. You know, Snoops, I was actually thinking about Stealth Spidey the other day. If he got buffed so that he actually had a purification option, I could see him being competitive with other skill champions. Because I feel like that's what holds me back. Like, there are places where his slow is good enough. And I would like the miss counter and the damage, and I don't feel like the rest of his kit is holding him back relative to new ones. But I really think his biggest issue is that so often when you send a slow champion, you want the Purify, and he just doesn't have it. Be interesting to see if that gets revisited in the future. Joffrey is more motivated than most of us work. Yeah, I should have committed to the step back earlier and then used a light. Wow. Of course, the one block hit I do all fight inflicts a poison. Glad it was the end. Double bad slam on that was a little justified. He needs no buff, he is perfect. Yeah, wouldn't that be interesting, Bean? Have I seen the battlegrounds video? It was pretty fun. I haven't seen all of them. I do mean to watch a few more, but I saw Vegas and I really liked the look of it. Glad you're having fun, Sim. That's cool. What the heck was that? Did he just gain the smash in the middle of the special too? Or the special? Whatever. Dead. Sorry, Snoops. He doesn't need a complete rebuild or anything, but a small buff would be nice. Use Stealthy to deal with Grandmaster. Interesting. Can't wait for the battlegrounds to Rex. I hope you guys stream that. Trash talk will be fantastic. Cyclops, thank you. There we go. That's the crit I wanted. That's very cool, Ken. Looks like I'm binge watching Ozark and doing some arena. I've got some time. I'm not needed for the first hour of my rehearsal. So I'll do what I can. I may be streaming arena, even the bad arenas, for much of Sunday. We'll see. Yeah, knew that was gonna happen. That's what happens when you miss the special button. Trying to intercept him with that special too. Right, Slay. That's why your defenders aren't going to be as strong as Works. Recoil. You know what? If he's just going to go unblockable every time, then it is what it is. Yep. Cable's even large. That was just... RNG sucks. All work times out with Spider-Man 20. Slay and I would need a third as a referee. I think I could handle that. You could use Rob, but he would talk over you. Stop going unblockable! Oh, I forgot he spends his charges. I need to not be quite as... laissez-faire with the heavy. And the second hit of his heavy has no range at all. It's all the first one. They added in pre-fights? Yes. Let's be real, work. You're gonna be happy too when you get to use your sorcerer starter in the phase that you need. Stop it. This freaking rhino. Throw your special. Thank you. I get what you mean. I think this will end up just adding complexity, though. Because now, like, Storm Pyramid X can be a shock counter. Diablo's potentially a very strong attacker, but a very weak defender, so you have to weigh that when you bring him in. It'll be interesting. Yeah, it's just the CCP meta, but I appreciate that. I am hoping that Kabam is gearing up for another batch admission, the CCP. Because I know there are a few of us who have applied and not heard anything back. At a door. Gross. Yeah, meta. I was thinking I should have brought that synergy. Pay money to hear Rob commentate the Super Bowl. It just stops talking. Oh, Rob. Don't think Horseman's gonna work. That does probably mean House of X can work, though. I wonder if his charges carry over. Like, would there be a reason to use him without the pre-fight to have higher ability accuracy, or does it reset to 6, and is it better to get the passive stun? Okay, that's the second time in rapid succession I've missed the special button. Just dupe Nimrod from the featured. Congrats, Dot. That's awesome. Oh, I forgot about Gilly. That's an interesting wrinkle. I'm still going to use Magneto, we're just not going to use special ones. It's such a long armor break, that would be a terrible idea. Aha, no more power charge. Oh, you know what's cool? My alt account now has 3 points in Mystic Dispersion, and I have 35 cores left. So when I reach the level 50, whatever it is, where they give you the 5 free ones, I'll have 4 points in Mystic Dispersion. Officially making the masteries on that account better than half of tier 5 from what I've heard. I'm kidding, please don't be offended. Throw it. Oh, we're turning off Matador for some of this, aren't we? Oh well. Can only use champs once per month. There shouldn't be any carryover. Yeah, I hope it's not just 10 units to refresh them, whatever they do. Like, that's, I don't know. Won't be able to get to 100 hits before you time out. Well, we'll see what we end up doing. That's a pretty big thing, though, work. I actually disagree quite a bit. Because he only has this 5% chance per charge to gain prowess, maxing at 50%, right? And the horseman gives plus 30%. And then the other thing is here, if you look at his dupe, he gets the longer bleed and armor break debuffs that maxes out at 150% prowess. And so gaining prowess more quickly means that his effects last longer. But the other thing about it is the indefinite passive prowess of 30% means it's much easier to get to a higher level more quickly. Because that 30% plus three of these 35s is already um, close to the cap. That's what, 135? So I think it definitely helps him because the smaller prowess he gains as he goes are much smaller. I think it's a pretty significant benefit. He doesn't struggle to have prowess. In most fights, though, it like even here as a horseman with 9 charges, we're not usually at 10. Like we get there from time to time, but yeah, I do think it's a pretty big bonus. And it really has a big effect on the armor break, like I said. Haven't tested it. Works really nicely in incursions as well. Because even if you are gaining a 10th prowess when you already have 10 prowess and you're refreshing one, that counts as a new buff and that interacts with a whole bunch of other things. But that's kind of beside the point. Nice, congrats on the Misty. I'm definitely going to be grinding her out. She looks fun. She looks like her damage ceiling is pretty nuts. Of course, he still has the usual mutant problem of, man, it would be nice to crit. I swear, Biohazard makes opponents so passive. Just come hit my block. What? You're not just using a single immune, are you? Oh, they gave us the 3-star Misty. That's why everyone found it. Okay, well, I am going to grind out for her 4-star, because it's worth dueling against. Okay, this is where I stop. So, let's see. We're at 244. I'm going to be back on, I think, Vega's stream in about 15 minutes. So rather than head into Arena, I think I'm just going to go ahead and call the stream here, get a little bit of work done, because I do still have rehearsal tonight. And I will see you over there, assuming you catch Vega, in about 15-20 minutes. So thanks everybody for hanging. This was a good one, and I'll catch y'all next time.